you. 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 Do you honestly think that being impatient and thinking that you're more important than someone else is gonna get you farther in life? You know, people idolize stepping on others in order to get ahead. That's success. If you think that stepping on others to get ahead makes you a good person, helps you survive, you're wrong. You. Think you're better than me? You think you're better than other people? If you're at the gym and you don't re-rack the weights, you think you're better than other people? You think that it's actually better to leave that up? You're at home all the time, just ordering food. You think that's the best way to live? Or are you just a fat f***ing pig? Do you not have the creativity to make your own food? You have time, okay? I'm sure you're not a single mother of 4, okay? There's some things where people need help. But if you're just some random person online seeing this video and you think, oh no, actually like the things that I do aren't problematic at all, then I have to say this to you. F*** you. You afraid to face your fears? You f***ing coward. You f***ing coward. You afraid? You better be. But you know what's crazy? If you're brave, it doesn't matter if you're afraid because you're f***ing doing it. I find it very infuriating to hear online discussions about, oh, this person's gonna do this person's gonna do this, without understanding the history behind it all. You pay attention even to the past 100 years of how people talk to each other, then you'll understand that this is just authoritarianism over and over and over and over and over and over again. You want to be a sucker? Because you already f***ing are. F*** you. Oh my gosh. And you're gonna take offense to me saying F*** you, when in reality that should just be a wake-up call for you to realize what the f*** you're doing. No, it's actually the best way, the most humane way, the most ethical, the most moral way is actually to buy random online. Actually, I'm bored. I'm gonna go buy on Shein, or I'm gonna go buy shit off Temu, or I'm gonna go support an industry that outsources low-wage labor into countries that have historically been colonized and currently are being subject to imperialist, capitalist corporations that outsource their labor away from the quaternary society to a primary or secondary society that manufactures shit. You think you're better than those people? No, but you provide them a job. You give them a means to live. You. You think that's actually what's happening here? No, those people are being exploited, you f***ing dumbass. You're a sucker if you're gonna let those ideas convince you, motherfucker. It's actually insane how many things you believe that are harmful to your own self. Did you know it takes like 7 people to raise a child? It takes a village to raise a child. It's not a mom and a dad and a brother and sister. That's some bullshit. If you think that's the best way to go about having family life, then you're wrong, because in history, in the past thousands of years, tens of thousands of years, it's never been like that. It's always been a communal effort to raise kids into adults, into capable people. And they retain their f***ing identity. You know, the things that distinguish us from each other are our place of origin, who we are raised by, and the choices we make. Everything else is basically the same. Also, don't start thinking that humans are just like inherently better. First of all, if you think that there's some like omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent God out there that like knows what your thoughts are, knows what your actions are, and is ready when you die to usher in judgment, whether you go to heaven or hell, then you're wrong. Honestly, you. You keep falling for. So it's a lot of thought traps that you are getting sucked into. And you need to break out of that shit. Stop letting people think for you. Stop letting people tell you what to believe. You coward! You are afraid to believe something that is your own. The paths laid before you are not the only ones. You must reveal themselves to you, or you will be led down the wrong path. You coward. You're unable to see past your nose because you let your sight be blinded by fear. Your fear is not your greatest asset. For your courage, your creativity, your companionship and collaboration with others can be an even greater asset to your abilities. And you if you think otherwise. Honestly, I'm tired of dealing with people that are afraid to make change, afraid to reckon with the horrors that our society perpetuates. If there was an alien species that came down like this year, and it was shown to be more intelligent than humans, do you know how many people would be too afraid to even talk to those other people? The people that don't understand what it means to be a conscious, empathetic, and creative being in anything other than what it means to be human, then they immediately hate and they fear. You know, if you hate and you don't actually understand what you hate, then you're destroying something that could potentially benefit not just you, but other people. You hate those you don't understand or know. And that's a cowardly way to live your life. If you were to experience someone else's life from birth to death, do you think you could ever hate them? Or would you see themselves as yourself because you have lived as them? But the good thing is, you never have to live as anyone else other than yourself. So you get that pass. You can hate whomever you want because you never lived their life. But if you learn their story and you learn how they live their life, well, then it becomes harder to hate them. F***ing coward. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something about learning about how people discuss and experience the world based on their origin and the people that they raise and the choices they make, that there is a way that you can understand people and build something from that. But you're afraid to make a better future. You are afraid, you f***ing coward. I'm tired of the livestock being raised to just back a system that keeps us fat and lazy and sated. You probably look at those people being concentrated in Gaza and you love it. You coward. If it ever happened to you or your family, how would you react? You do you think you're better than me? You think you're better than them? You think you're better than the people that are downtrodden because you have more power? And if it wasn't you, it would be someone else. Fuck you. Fuck you. Did you know that most of, if not all, civil rights, human rights in the past 2 centuries, 3, 4, 5 centuries has been fought and died for with violence? People die for your rights to have a pleasurable life. And then to say that, oh, violence isn't the answer, motherfucker. our society is built upon violence. I don't know how to get out of this. How to stop the imperial ambitions of those in power. But if I were you, I would stop listening to them. Because all they want to do is keep you lulled in a little dream trance so that you will never question their motives or work. It's very important that you don't question them, because if you question them, energy companies or healthcare companies or transportation companies, whether that's rail or planes or shipping companies, or you could even do construction companies too. You could do finance companies. You could do, the military. They want to keep that cash cow going. Oh baby, isn't it nice to get billions of dollars of subsidies from our tax dollars? The American state is a project to extract as much wealth from its inhabitants and from its subjects as it can, in order to funnel it to the ruling class, the people that have the money that can own the land. So f*** you if you think that that's not happening. Because it 100% is, and if you look at it, then you'll see it. You're blind if you don't. You're blinded by the fear of f***ing trans people, or of being afraid, or of anything that doesn't fit your specific religious ideology. And first of all, the Abrahamic religions are not real. Stop fighting wars about this shit, okay? It's not real. F*** you if you think it's real. First of all, you don't solve any problems. You create problems. You know what's crazy? In the Abrahamic religions, you're immediately sinful. No matter what the f*** you did, you're already bad. You're already inherently horrible as a person because of someone else that sinned for you. What the hell? That's bullshit. First of all, none of that shit is real because people made it up, okay? They had bullshit stories in the Bible, and then those were passed down like orally until the Catholic Church was like, oh, actually, we're gonna have this filter of Latin that nobody f***ing knew other than the people that were in the f***ing church. So, first of all, it's all bullshit. At least the Christianity side and the Judaism side. Oh, and the Muslim and the Islam side. So I'm sorry, not really that sorry. You if you're mad, I don't really give a f***, okay? You need to get a reality check because you have countries that are theocracies that end up hurting people and killing people because they have ideological differences that you can't reconcile because your religion is objective and unchanging, which is so anti-life that it makes my mind, like, I literally want to throw up in disgust because of how bullshit the rhetoric is that keeps people in this state of fear and hope that perpetuates a system of violence, not only within your own mind, but your community and abroad. Those who leave Omalas are never heard of again because the people there never want to even learn about it. They're so in their pleasure bubble and loving life despite the torture of a child in a dungeon. We are living right now through a great filter. What is that great filter? A great filter is something that challenges a population. Something that acts as similarly to a bottleneck. Here's an example. If there was volcano erupted and there was just a volcanic winter that happened all throughout the world, there wouldn't be rainfall, it would be ash everywhere, people would die, animals would die, ecosystems would greatly diminish. But that's a filter, that's a great filter. What's our great filter? It is the mass amount of information that is able to be accessed by us at any moment. And that's not just the filter. The filter isn't just, oh, we have a lot of information, you're free to do whatever the you want. No, you're a ape. You're a animal. You are already predisposed towards certain types of information. The attention economy, sex sell. You want to be a certain type of person. You want to be successful, right? You want a house with a job and a wife and 2 kids, or a husband and 2 kids, whatever bullshit. You want to be this, you want to be that, you want to be that. How America brained are you? How fucking fucked are you, motherfucker? Fuck you. The great filter is breaking past your animalistic bounds and building an immensely robust and powerful ego. Now, I'm not talking about an ego like, oh, I'm so egotistical. Oh, I'm so much better than you. I'm so much better than you. You. You think you're better than me? By assuming that I'm trying to be like, oh, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. Nobody's better than anyone. Shut the fuck up. Let me speak. An ego is someone's character, all their experiences that they remember, their physical memory, what happens to their body, and the link between their conscious mind and the physical body. Your ego is the story of your life, told in a hallway. If you can build an ego that can resist the subliminal messages, the assumptions that are made in conversation, the constant advertising that we are subject to, the bullshit excuses for maintaining a society like this, in all the different ways. Oh, you need a car to go here. Oh, we need to build this way. Oh, this person's in charge. We can't tell them no. And if we try to impeach them, you go away. Oh, these people are harvesting our food. Actually, we want to pay them less. Oh, these people are teaching the next generation, showing them how to do math and learning basic biology and chemistry and science and reading and English and Spanish and French and European languages, foreign languages, and being active and building things. Those people, those teachers, let's pay them less. How greed and pride corrupt the most well-meaning people. Fuck you if you think that being greedy and prideful will get you anywhere in life other than 6 feet under. Fuck you. Whether it's at the end of your life and everyone's trying to suck the money out of your wallet, or with Brian Thompson that got killed by that guy allegedly. Fuck you if you think that the profit motive is way more important than anything else. Why do you get into business? The one reason that businesses succeed is if they serve or fill a need. People need food. Grow the food and provide it to them. Or just work with the people that grow the food and bring it to them. That's something that people need. You know, people don't need thousands of little trinkets and toys mass produced. You know what's crazy? There were little trinkets and toys, but they were produced by people and not the same molded plastic in an assembly line that is assembled by a little girl or a little boy or mothers 4 hours on it. Okay, fuck you if you think that's a better way to organize our society. I would much rather have little things, little consumable items made by a nice grandma that takes her a week or so to make one. I would much rather have things that are made with love than profit. And pride, you look and assume into others' opinions of you and act like a little puppet. Oh, let me watch me dance. Oh.
How is humanity saved if it's not allowed to evolve?
Oh. Because your pride demands it. It demands that you stand up at attention, that you speak professionally, and that you act in a specific way to not anger people.
I had strings, but now I'm free.
Or make them think that you exist in a certain way that you perceive them perceiving as not liking it. Your pride makes you do things that you fear. Just like your greed makes you assume others will extract value from something that you are already sucking the blood of. You yourself cause the greed and the pride's impacts to exist. It is you, you fucking coward. Don't blame other people for your fucking actions. F you. You are not better than anyone else. There is no justification for that. F you. No one is above anyone. And don't even get me started on the law. No one is above the law. The law ain't above anyone. I haven't been able to vote for any of this shit. Democracy in America is literally just, oh, I want to choose the red or blue. I want to choose red or blue. I want to choose red or blue. That's how it's been for like 250 years. Okay? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of that bullshit. If you think it's okay to justify why certain companies exist that severely reduce our human rights and our ability to just like help other people, look, man, it doesn't take much to learn. It doesn't take that much to ask questions. You know, I'm tired of people sitting there and just accepting ideas being told to them. If you don't ask questions, then you're a f***ing dumbass. You don't understand the world that we live in. It's so much more complicated than you f***ing even think. Your simplified little rationalizations for how the world works, they're not reasonable. They're just based on your fucking experience. Based on what other people have told you. Ever tried to think? Ever tried to ask questions? Oh, yeah, you ask questions. Be facetious, yeah. Ask questions right now. Leave them down in the comments. If you're not questioning everything, and you're not actually asking why, you're severely leaving yourself open. Open for exploitation, open for acceptance, open for putting yourself in the ranks of those who steal from those who don't deserve it. But you know what people do deserve? Literally whatever they fucking get.